The jump ball is the way that every overtime NBA game is started, but this simple aspect of overtime is often overlooked. In a 5-minute overtime period where every possession matters, winning the jump ball can potentially be the difference between a win and a loss. As for this particular overtime, the Rockets decided to put Clint Capela out on the floor for the jump, and the Warriors matched him up with Kevin Durant. This is an incredibly even matchup as both guys are extremely close to 7 feet tall and both possess wingspans of 7 feet 5 inches. As you can see, the jump was very close, but Capela was able to tip it out to PJ Tucker and give the Rockets the first possession of overtime. This play starts out with Harden screening for Chris Paul at the top of the three-point line, and then Paul and Capela initiate a pick and roll. However, Paul's pass to Capela is just a little bit behind, and Capela struggles to control it. But Capela doesn't give up on the play and dishes it to PJ Tucker for the open floater, which he knocks down. Obviously, this wasn't planned, and Houston's original play was supposed to be a pick and roll between Paul and Capela. I was surprised to see that Mike D'Antoni opted not to run a play for James Harden on the first possession of overtime, but it ended up working out for the Rockets. Here, the Warriors run a variation of a split cut with Draymond in the post and Curry and Thompson as the two guys performing the off-ball screening action. Eventually, Curry gets the ball, but Harden fouls him to prevent the easy layup. This is a smart move by Harden because it prevents the easy layup, and he fouled Curry before he was in the act of shooting, which avoids sending Curry to the free throw line. In this play, Green is matched up against Harden out at the top of the three-point line. Draymond can't find anyone, so he is forced to create some offense, which is generally a win for the Rockets. However, in this instance, Draymond gives Harden a taste of his own medicine and draws the foul as he drives to the basket. Green goes on to make the first free throw, but he misses the second. After Draymond's missed free throw, Houston brings the ball down the court. As you can see, Harden has barely made it down the court before Eric Gordon begins his drive to the basket, where he misses a highly contested layup. It's interesting to see two straight Rockets possessions to start out overtime where James Harden has not been involved in the play. Here, the Rockets are struggling to get anything going and the shot clock continues to tick down. This causes Eric Gordon to take a contested three-pointer off a jab step, but Gordon swishes it and adds to his terrific night. After the three-pointer, Durant comes down and tries to take control of the game. He rejects the Draymond screen and rises up for his patented mid-range jumper that he had been hitting all night. But he can't get this one to fall, but the Warriors get lucky as Chris Paul is called for the loose ball foul while fighting for the rebound. Here, KD dishes to Thompson, who passes up a three-pointer at the top and instead passes to a wide-open Iguodala in the corner after the Rockets failed to rotate after double-teaming KD, and Andre makes the Rockets pay by draining the shot. On the next Rockets possession, Gordon drives at Curry and draws the foul. Curry has struggled with foul trouble throughout the playoffs, and this game was no different. Finally, after overtime is almost half over, James Harden begins to take control for the Rockets and finishes with a floater. Once again, Durant takes over for the Warriors and hits PJ Tucker with a hard double crossover and the insane finish. It was looking like Durant was willing his team to stay in the game. The Rockets answer out of their timeout by giving Paul the ball and letting him go to work. Paul is an incredible playmaker, so there's no surprise that he was able to find PJ Tucker cutting towards the basket after KD was caught falling asleep on defense. Here, Curry brings the ball down the court and gets a double screen from Green and Iguodala. He then splits the defense and the lane is open for an easy layup, but Curry inexplicably misses the layup. This is a shot that Curry almost never misses and added to his poor shooting night. However, it's important to note that Houston cannot bank on Curry missing these in the future. In this Houston possession, Harden wastes clock and isolates against Iguodala. Harden gets past Iguodala, but KD's long arms throw off his shot. The ball bobbles around, but the Warriors secure the rebound. Golden State gives Draymond the ball in the post and runs Klay off several screens. Klay gets the ball in pump fakes, which sends Eric Gordon flying. Klay then rises up but misses the wide-open 17-footer. The Rockets caught a break here because the Warriors couldn't have asked for a much better shot. Harden takes advantage of Klay's miss and wastes a lot of clock. Once again, he isolates against Iguodala, waits for the shot clock to reach about 3 seconds, and then buries his signature step-back three. This stretched Houston's lead to 6 with only 49 seconds remaining. Just maybe Harden wanted to prove Max Kellerman wrong after he criticized his clutch factor just the day before. Up by 6, the last thing the Rockets want to do is foul on a three-point attempt. However, this is exactly what Austin Rivers does as he fouls Kevin Durant. KD goes on to make all 3 free throws, and the Rockets' lead has been cut to 3, and only a second and a half ticked off the game clock. With only a 3-point lead, Harden drives and finishes with a contested floater with several Warriors defenders in the vicinity. This pushes the Rockets' lead to 5 with only 26 seconds left in the game. Once again, Harden was on a mission to prove Max Kellerman wrong. This last play sums up Curry's game in a nutshell. Curry brings the ball down quickly because it is a two-score game. Curry easily blows by Harden as he goes behind his back and has a completely open lane all the way to the basket. However, Curry goes for the dunk and gets rejected by the rim. It looks as if Curry took off too early and could have used an extra dribble to get closer to the basket, or Curry could have simply laid it in for the easy points. Then, for some reason, the Warriors chose not to foul and essentially gave up on the game. It's disappointing to see that after such a hard-fought game by both teams, the Warriors acted like they had better things to do with their time than to foul and try to extend the game. What do you guys think? Do you think the Warriors gave up on the game? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you made it to this point in the video, I'd really appreciate it if you dropped a like and subscribed to the channel. I'll be providing more quality content and in-depth analysis as the playoffs continue, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.